I think development has been enormous. First of all, increasing so many more players from all over the country. In the beginning in Guanare, it was a little bit smaller than it's right now. Now I would say it's huge, the festival. Well, as I said before, the school and the teaching has really developed in itself, taking on many of the books and method that I have recommended, and also the technique that I have been teaching and trying to learn out. And I can also see that the teachers here are also using that now more and more. I think that is very relevant, because as a percussionist you come across these things. Some of them may be more convenient for you to do. Like for me, Western trained, I would have a classical school behind me and the culture as well. Meeting the Latin is a little different. So I'm learning too while I'm here, teaching Western percussion tradition. I think it's becoming more and more similar. During the last decade, I've also tried to bring in new methods that wasn't used here from the beginning, but that could gain all the students to level up their technique and really help them become a better player, both technical and musically. Ever since I began, I always try to put a musical aspect into the music. Whatever simple etude to chamber music to excerpts, you're gonna make it musical. Learning how to phrase things. It should be much more musical than it was before. It was very strict, it was very kind of right, but it didn't tell a story. If you phrase it, it becomes something more musical. You understand what's going on, especially if you do orchestral excerpt. You have to know the music that it's played around it to understand and to be able to phrase it. So from a musical point of view, it's very important to put it in already from the beginning, together with the technique, the technical playing and the musical phrasing interpretation is very important. Muy, muy importante. Definitely. And also I think it's very important then not just percussion ensemble. You should involve other instrumentalists. You should do other chamber music with various instrumentalists, string players, wind players, singers, to get a knowledge about how they would phrase, how they do their interpretation, and try to play with them. And there are so many works, and I have tried to introduce some of the music here, percussion ensemble with other instruments, especially when I worked with former percussion ensemble Catatumbo. We've done a violin concerto by Lou Harrison, for example. We've done a cello concerto by Tandun called Snow in June. And my ambition is to bring in more of that kind of music, to integrate that with the percussion ensemble music. Well, both when I work with percussion ensembles or chamber ensemble and also orchestra, I try to give them a picture of the music so they can understand and imagine what kind of color I want, what kind of character I'm after. Yeah, I think that's important. I think that also helps you as a musician to have a picture of you should imitate this or that. So far, amazing. So many concerts on a really, really high level. And it's also interesting to see the very, very young kids, how they develop. And in one way or another, they have also got the idea of playing it in a very musical way. So, having said, as I said before, when you start your technique playing, the musicality, the phrasing should also go together. And that also goes for the young kids now, these days. Well, I should just say I can recommend them to go, because the level is already as high as we have in Europe and many conservatories and universities. Sometimes even better. Wow. During this festival, I will be conducting 4 pieces with various percussion groups for the final concert. For the future, I always have ideas. Bringing in new music that has not been played here before, or very seldom, in various combination. Also for, last time I was here, I had the opportunity to work with the Simon Boulevard Choir. So we did, for example, Carmina Burana with Catatumbo. It was very, very exciting to do. And I have ideas for both percussion ensembles, chamber music, choir and orchestra repertoire. Gracias.
Gracias.